I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to have to take up another fucking hobby. I am literally out of shit to talk about. I drive around in my car and I look at houses that I like, and then I go on Zillow, and I get really disappointed if they haven't been on the market and I can't see pictures of every fucking room in there. How weird is that? And I was mentioning the other day that I actually like craftsman-style houses, but I got to tell you this. After, being basically the gentleman's peeping Tom, because I'm not looking at anybody. I am looking into your house, but none of you guys are there. And I'm doing it on Zillow, right? I love the way a craftsman house looks from the outside. You get inside the fucking thing, it's just a little too creepy for me. Not into it. So I think I like Mediterranean-style houses, and then I like those ridiculously modern-looking ones. Oh, and me and my fucking lovely wife watched this show, one of these real estate shows, and there's this guy, he's this builder, and he actually did a photo shoot, like smoking a cigar and shit. And Nia just started laughing, like, who the fuck is this ridiculous person? And I'm like, I don't know. I love this guy already, though. Why is he smoking a cigar like he just won some sort of championship, And then I was like, wait, I smoke cigars, so why the fuck not? I was like, but I never did a photo shoot. That's a tough one. It's really tough to do a photo shoot with a cigar as a guy and not look like a douche, But then again, that's what I love about a cigar, other than the delicious taste of a cigar, is I just love how fucking obnoxious it is. It's like, I'm going to smoke this cigar, and everybody in a quarter-mile radius is going to be aware that I am smoking one. So anyway, this guy, he makes these fucking, like, $100 million houses. I mean, how much fun is that to look at the environmental disaster that a fucking $100 million house is, I'm not saying that if I didn't create an app that I then sold for fucking $1 billion that I wouldn't go out and go buy one of these houses. I absolutely would. And once a year, I would have some homeless kids come over and I would let them swim in the guest pool. I'd give them some bag of candy or some shit, and then I would be like, see, I did something for society. So anyways, this fucking guy, man, I got to, he literally goes, he's like giving the lady all this shit, right? Making her take her shoes off before she enters the house. He's going to show the house. As the builder, he's going to show the house. Just massive, like fucking just living in his ego. At one point, he's going, I need someone to sell my whole portfolio. Right now, I'm holding $500 million in earth. Right? Now, is that what you're holding there, buddy? Right? But I got to tell you this. As much as this guy was living in his fucking ego, which is always, of course, entertaining to watch. I don't know if he was ramping it up for TV. I got to tell you something. This fucking guy's houses were amazing. He's developing this part of Malibu. It's called The Case. I don't know why. Why not, right? It's $100 million. Why not give it a douchey name? Just stand there with a fucking cigar and a hammer in the other hand, whatever, or architectural plans. This guy makes an amazing fucking house. The house was fucking gorgeous. Dude, this is just the one next to the ones that he's going to make in this area. And the guy, he said it has over 4,800 feet of deck space. You have like a mansion square foot. That's a mansion, right? You get like 5,000 square feet of anything. You got a mansion. They have a mansion of a porch, square footage on their porch. But the best part about this is because this guy loves cigars, he actually built a cigar room. He had a wine tasting room, and then there was like $1 million worth of wine in there, in the wine room, and then next to that there was a cigar, like a fucking, like what do you call it, cigar bar, like in the house. These 4 fucking leather chairs, this sick ass smoke eater, And then you could just walk out on the deck and you could just look at the canyons. And on the other side, you could look out at the ocean. It was not like gaudy. If I could say it was somehow an understated $100 million house. I absolutely fucking loved it. It's I don't know. This is what I'm doing to get through it. I'm just looking at ridiculous fucking houses. I just can't fucking imagine that. You should have seen this thing. It would, like, you would get tired walking from the kitchen to the fucking living room. And you know what's funny is, whoever buys that thing is going to live there with like 2 or 3 other people. It'd be like living in a mall with like 5 other people. That's like one of those houses where you're just like, where the fuck is my phone? Ah, Christ. Get on a Segway. All the way to the other side of the fucking house. I would think you'd get skinnier in that house just doing all that walking. And then when you're late at night laying in your bed, you're just thinking like, man, I'd love a fucking ice cream sandwich. But, the kitchen is like a quarter of a mile away. Do you know when you buy a house that big, you actually have to have a property manager? You have to have somebody manage the property just to make sure the fucking shrubs are clipped. Make sure somebody puts the fucking red flag down on your fucking mailbox. I don't know. That house was so unbelievable that, like, if you were living in that thing, right? And if the Christianity thing is actually right and Jesus comes back, how fucking nervous are you if you're sitting in that house? All of a sudden, you're looking out at the fucking Pacific Ocean, right? On 5,000 square feet of a fucking deck, and all of a sudden you see Jesus walking on water. You're like, oh, shit. Hey, what's up? Son of God, how you doing? Jesus just fucking taking in your giant house. This right here, this is what is wrong with my religion that I was raised on, is that you immediately have all of this guilt if you're doing well. I mean, what do you think? Let me ask you this, guys. Hey guys, we're all in this together, right? Send me emails. What would you have to do, okay, in order to justify a $100 million house? Well, this one was actually, I think, he wanted to sell it for 85, and they wanted to sell it for 75. And he was very perturbed about that, right? I mean, it is $10 million. The man is holding $500 million in earth. I forget how he said it, but it was fucking great. I mean, that's the kind of shit you want to say at a bar. Come walking in, right? All these fucking fine-ass bitches, right? That's what the fuck you want to say. Hey, what are you doing there, Silver Fox? I'm thinking about how I'm holding $500 million in earth right now. And the amount of gold-digging ass that would just fucking be like glitter in a strip club, except they'd be fucking women. Anyway, I really want to smoke a cigar with that guy who's fucking building those incredible homes out there in Malibu. He said to the lady, I'm a fucking beast. And he goes, and I'll tell you right now, he goes, if you don't do the job, she goes, if you screw up, I'm going to fire you. And then the woman goes, I don't screw up. And I was sitting there going like, are they doing a table read of Top Gun right now? I was waiting for somebody to be called Iceman. I never realized real estate had this level of... We watch all of those things with that fucking German guy, the gay German dude. What's his name? That's my favorite there. Frederick or something. I don't know what the fuck his name is. I'm like all caught up in this. This fucking guy just moved out to L.A. He didn't let the other guy know.